Friends and family, thanks for joining me. Listen, I've got another quick dream I'd like to share. Sit back, buckle up, see to take. I'm gonna grab a seat, family. Listen as I share. I got excited, family, just thinking about this here dream. When I did some research on it, hey, I did cartwheels, family, in the spirit. I did some cartwheels thinking about this dream. In the dream, it looks as though I'm looking at the valley. I'm looking at a valley. There are many people in this valley. It looks like they were initially or originally on top of the mountain, and they had fallen into this valley. They were trying to get themselves back up, pull themselves up, but they were not able to do so, no matter how hard they tried. But there was one particular person, only one, who was able to stand up tall, firm, and was able to not just help themselves, but also help the others get themselves back up and assist them on leaving the valley. All right. And so while they were in the valley, family, it looks as though there were arrows being shot at them or projected toward them. And these arrows landed. They landed on their person. And like I said, they were attacked. And like I said, very quick, we call it flash dream. All right. So let me share with you quickly. All right. So when I think of valley, I think of that lowly place, that sunken place. All right. That place down below there at the bottom, the base. All right. That's what we're thinking of when we say valley. These people were initially on top. They were on top of the mountain. All right. But they were quickly, all right, falling down to the valley. And so when we're thinking about just falling into the valley quickly, we're thinking about things being taken away. All right. Jobs. Our jobs right now, that's what we have depended on for so long. We put our trust in these companies. We put our loyalty in these companies. And guess what? All of this has been taken away from us. All right. Our jobs, we've been laid off. Some of us, our time has been cut in half. All right. They don't need us anymore. They're not doing as much, work and production. All right. So the time has been cut in half. We've just been trusting in these companies and these jobs, and they're no longer with us. All right. They've just gone under themselves. They've been bankrupt themselves. All right. So our loyalty and our trust is in something that has gone away. All right. So we've been living up our lives. All right. We've been on top, living lavishly. Like the kids say, living on top. All right. Living on top of the world. All right. Living our best lives. All right. Going on vacations and, trips and, spending sprees on the weekends. All right. Because we deserved, we worked hard for these things. We think. All right. But all of this has been swept and taken away from us. So we're fallen into this lowly and sunken place. We're there. All right. And we're trying to get ourselves back up. We're trying to climb back up, pull ourselves up by the bootstraps and get back on top. All right. But like I said, in the dream, it looks as though there were arrows, all right, being directed and projected toward the people in this here valley. Our funds, whatever you had for a rainy day, you set aside for a rainy day, that's been depleted. We've already gone in that, those savings, the stock market. All of these things, all right? That's what I'm speaking of. They've been depleted, all right? They've been shot at, the arrow, all right? All right, that's what I'm speaking of, all right? And that's one, finances. Number two, our relationships, all right? When I'm talking about relationships, I'm talking about family dynamics, all right? In the family, we're getting tired of each other, very frankly. I'm going to speak, in layman's terms. We're getting tired of each other. We're all in each other's spaces, trying to work, trying to play, and the children are in school online, and we're trying to keep it all together, but we're failing at it. All right, we're climbing our way out, but we're failing at it drastically. Some of us, our health, number three, our health. We're having health issues. So when you don't work, you don't have a job, you don't have health insurance. All right, there's no health insurance provided by that job anymore. All right, so. Hey, we're still people. We still need to go get checked every once in a while. Our health, some of our health is being attacked and it's failing us. All right. We need that insurance that we don't have anymore. Mental states. All right. Our mental health. That's also being affected. There's depression. All right. And it's so easy to sink into that, especially now. All right. Like I said, mentally, we're being challenged. All right. People, like I said, we're getting on each other's nerves. There's frustration. All right. And then sometimes, hey, frankly, there's fear. All right. And so fear causes anxieties. All of these things, that's what I'm speaking of. So we're being attacked, all right? These issues are being landed on us and they are sticking and staying with us. But we're trying to make our way and claw our way and climb our way out of these issues. And we're trying to make it back on top. But like I said, there was only one person in the dream who was able to assist each and every person trying to get out on their way out. All right. And so what do you mean, T? Who is that person? All right. You know who I'm going to say. Our Father God. Our Father God is able to assist us in all of our needs and help us to get our way out, family. But that's not it. Come on, come on, come on. Stay with me because I'm going further. Ripped from underneath us. I think of when my son was playing football. All right. My son was playing football a few years ago, a while ago. He was playing football, but they were the best team here around. All right. In this city where I lived, the best. Great, excellent coaches. All right. Kudos to the coaches there. But there was an opposing team as they were going to the championship. The championship, they have not lost any games. And the other team, the opposing team, they were very good as well. And so, you have to practice and the coaches direct you in these plays. I remember in this final game, the quarterback there had gotten this ball. He has this ball very snug in his arms there, and here is the pose, the very famous pose. He's got the ball, the football in his arm, and he's saying no or stop to whoever's coming his way. He's letting them know, no, you're not coming this way. You're not coming to tackle me. You're not going to get me. And so this team, the opposing team, they had been instructed to attack, and in attacking, they were going to attack the foundation. They were about to attack the lower half, the ankles, whatever you stand on, they were going to take the stability away, that foundation, the legs that you're standing on. He was going to not be able to stand. They were about to attack them. And that's how they were planning on winning this here game. Take them out however you can by attacking the foundation. And so that's what it reminds me of. But guess what? Like I said, on our team, we were prepared. That youngster was prepared. Guess how? The coach directed him. They had done this play many times before in practice. All right. So he was prepared. That youngster was prepared for the attack of the foundation. And what did he do, family? He put his arms up. He held the balls tight and he put his arms up to say, no, you're not coming this way. You're not going to get me. And when that opposing team or that youngster tried to attack him at his legs to grab his footing, guess what he did? He jumped. He leaped. All right. He said, you're not getting me. And so that person who was trying to attack him at his legs or his ankles fell. He fell in defeat. All right. And guess what? Our team won. All right. We got the championship. Yay. That was that year my son was on the team. But I said that to say, family, that we can win. All right. We can win. It is not over. All right. So that opposing team, like I said, he was trying to attack our finances. All right, our foundation, he was trying to attack us in our health, our mental health and stability. All right, he was trying to attack. That enemy was shooting those arrows, all right, down at us in the valley, in the sunken and lowly place, by getting us depressed, by getting us anxious and anxiety by whatever is happening in our world and what's happening around us. But guess what, family? In the end, we won. In the end, we won. All right, I'm going to go further. Like I said, I'm going to speak in layman's terms, all right, where everyone can understand. I'm going to go further, family, in biblically speaking. Biblically speaking, I went to 2 Chronicles 20 because I didn't stop there because it was getting so good to me, that little short dream. All right, 2 Chronicles 20, read it for yourself. Jehoshaphat. All right, Jehoshaphat was there, leading. All right, and we were in this place, Judah. And guess what? There had gotten word that there was going to be an attack. All right, they heard that an attack was coming from a group of people. Many groups of people were going to try to attack them. So guess what? Like we do, fear grew in him first. All right. He was fearful first. All right. But guess what? That quickly subsided. All right. What did we do? All right. What did they do? They fasted. All right. They fasted. We're going into action now because we want to defeat the enemy that's coming up against us. All right. Those arrows. We don't want them to land on us. So they fasted. And what else did they do? Number 2, they asked God for help, all right, in prayer, all right. They fasted, and then they also prayed, asking and petitioning for help, all right. What do we do? And number 3, guess what they did? They came together. They came together as a people, all right. They came and connected together, and they met as a people. All right, what are we going to do? All right, a strategy. What are we going to do? All right, so they prayed, they fasted, and they came together. All right, and so in the meeting, when they came together, there was one person, Jehaziel, all right, Jehaziel, and he shared the word, all right. He got this word, I usually say, he shared this here word here. He shared, do not be afraid. Don't be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. Guess what? The battle is not yours. The battle belongs to God. It's God's, family. And when I heard that and when I read that, like I said, I almost jumped up out of my chair, family. The battle's not yours. All right. We done all that we could in that valley. Those people were trying their best to claw their way back up to the top, but they couldn't do it by themselves. They could not do it. The battle's not yours, family. The battle is not yours. Do not be discouraged. All right. Do not lose faith. All right. Don't be anxious and anxiety. Don't be afraid. It's not yours. What did they do? They fasted. What else? They came together and they prayed. All right. Prayer, supplication, asking, opening up your mouth. All right. Asking for help, asking for support. All right. Asking for direction and what to do. All right. And when they've gotten the word, all right, what to do and the directions, guess what? They worshiped. They worshiped in praise. All right. And so in that, all right, their directions, they had gotten word that they were going to what? Have faith. All right. And stand strong. All right. And having faith, they were allowed and allotted to stand strong and stand firm. All right. From these attacks that these people are giving against us. Like I said, our faith was in a job. Our faith was in a company that no longer exists, that have already sold their stocks. All right. Our faith was in that, which is incorrect. All right. Keeping our faith in our Father who is able to lead and guide us. All right. And giving us all truth. All right. So that's the rest of that story. They were able to go to war. All right. That next day. And when they did so, they went and praised at the beginning. There was praise at the beginning. And they traveled to war. The enemy had defeated themselves. There were 3 different groups that wanted to attack Judah. There were 3 different groups. And guess what? These people had attacked themselves. All right. These 2 groups went up against one and they defeated that group and killed everyone there. And then guess what? These 2 groups turned on each other and attacked each other and they were wiped out. All right. The enemies that were coming up against them. The enemies that were coming up against the people in the valley in my dream. All right. They were attacked. All right. The enemies were wiped out. All right. So don't fear, family. Don't you fret. Have faith so that you can be able to stand. You can't do it by yourself. Like I said, you have to petition. We have to ask God. All right. In prayer, supplication, and fasting. All right. And like we said, coming together, not just by yourselves. All right. In prayer and worship and in praise and asking for directions on what to do. All right. So family, hey, if you enjoyed it like I did, shout me out down below, press like. All right. Go over there to the YouTube channel at T.Y. Walker TV on Facebook and also on YouTube. Hey, I'm T.Y. Walker TV. Until the next time, family, peace out and listen as I share.